Hey, Coffee Talk Monday. Dr. Michelle coming at you. How are you today? Oh, I'm excited to be here. I'm always excited to be here. I'm glad you're here, which is the most important thing. Today, I want to talk about the 3 types of thinking. There's fast forward, there's rewind, and then there's play. What do you think is the best type of thinking? I bet you can guess. Play. Play is right here, right now, being present. Rewind is the past. Fast forward is the future. And you can't do anything about the past because it's already happened. You can't take it back. You can't redo it. You can't change it. You can't rearrange it. You can't, nothing. And the future, you can't do anything about the future unless you're moving through each moment to get to the future. So those are the 3 types of thinking, and being aware of those 3 different types of thinking are really important, because when you really think about the fear and the worrying and the what if and the should haves and all of those things, and all the time we spend in those places thinking about things that we don't have any control over, and you're able to have an understanding about that, then you can start to develop awareness around when that thinking happens, being pulled into the past, being pulled into the future, and bring yourself back to right here, right now, in the current moment. Look, some of those thoughts are going to happen even when you get better at recognizing them and bringing yourself back to the current. But trying to eliminate those other forms of thinking and getting better and better at recognizing that rewind and fast forward thinking, there's not much you can do about either of those places. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to rewind thinking, right, later, you can think and reflect on that situation to develop goals and information to help move you forward. But you can't change what's already happened. I just want to differentiate those things. You can't change it in the moment, and you can't change it later. You can't ever change it. But you can get better with or at it later and thinking about it later, right? Fast forward thinking is a funny thing. We think ahead a lot because we want to be ready. We want to brace for whatever's going to happen. But guess what? Can't do that. We don't know what's going to happen. Even if we think we know, right? Your ego is going to talk you into stuff and try to make you come from this place of like fear. Okay, I got to prepare. I got to get ready. But we never really know. So it's not helpful to think way over there or way out there about what we think is going to happen. Again, you can start to plan for what you want to have happen and get prepared a little bit now. But what does that mean? What does that look like? That means the same thing I said for rewind thinking. Setting up goals here and now for the here and now, and working towards, again, what you want to have happen. And there's a big difference in what I'm saying here, because what you want to have happen and what you think is going to happen are often two very different things. So we can prepare a little bit right here, right now, moving forward incrementally for what we want to have happen and let go of what we think is going to happen or what we think should, might, possibly. Yeah, because we don't know for sure. Think about it. We all get in this worst case scenario thinking. How often has the worst case scenario ever happened? Never? Hardly ever? I am not a worrier of things, fortunately, most of the time. There's a rare occasion. But it's never happened, the worst case scenario. So set yourself up for success. Try to let go of what's happened and reflect on making changes to do better or move forward. And try to stay out of future thinking. But again, set goals and steps to move you forward towards what you want to have happen. So again, there are basically three kinds of thinking: rewind, fast forward, and current. And you have to decide which of those places you want to be in. I can tell you that being as current and present as possible is the best kind of thinking to try to be in. That's what impacts everything else. This is Dr. Michelle coming at you for another week, and I can't wait to see you next Monday. Have a great week. Take care.